not protest.
for us.
We have to do it in whatever way we can, whether it's on the internet, whether it's physical. In any way, we have to that. We have enough of this. This arrest of this guy be a trigger. These people cannot be. We shouldn't allow them to go away with all these things that they are doing to us.
We shouldn't. Revolutionary movement.
Thank you, Simon.
We should move.
Thank you for your submission. 30 days. Just hold on. You're going to talk more. Be you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
My brother.
You're welcome, my dear. I'm good. And you?
Thank you. Okay, let's say past topic. This one, I don't really know much about him, but I've been seeing the good work that he has been doing. All over Nigeria. Very impressive seeing people standing up for him. If you check very well, the people that actually talk down on him, most of them they don't have anything bad to say. Like they don't have any evidence of him being a bad person or so like that. Most of them end up to be all these favorite fans, all these celebrity fans. Maybe he has done one or two things to their favorite, and they decide to just pick a side and hate on him.
Absolutely.
So I just feel like the guy has been doing a good job. And anyone that says, oh, VDM is a human being, we are all bad people, right? We all have a good and bad side. But let's try to appreciate the good things that someone have done to us. When someone is doing something good, don't always cover that he's 80% good too. Just 10% of bad thing he has done. And when somebody is purely good, it means that person is not doing those things, right? That means the person is actually pretending.
He's human.
Yes, I feel like I'm so happy anywhere I go, even the Northerners, I'm seeing them posting about him. I was very impressed seeing people doing that. A lot of people have been talking. And he's good, though. He's good. Gaskia is good. That means that a lot of Nigerians have been watching him, and everyone is, looking up to him, and which is very good. I just pray that we have people like him to, to come out too. Thank you. That's the only thing I can say.
VDM stood up as one person, individual, and paid a government people to bring back our children. You understand? Individual pay government. Make you bring back our children.
Okay.
What else?
I'm coming. G time. Look at what happened now. You know that even in regards to what happened just recently in Jos, he happens to be the only celebrity that has visited Jos. The only with food, and not just with food and money.
I saw the bags of rice
with food and money, and not just other that, countless other interventions. Remote areas in the north where he has provided them with potable drinking water. And this person we're talking about now, the fact is, till the common man learn to love a fellow common man like him, Allah, we are not going anywhere. Because
we are never going anywhere.
Apart from the problem of poverty, it be like poverty, they come with evil spirit. Evil spirit in the sense that the common man hate a fellow common man like him. I tell you that if VDM was to be the son of one wealthy man now doing all these things, I am telling you, he will be well celebrated and well appreciated more than the way he's celebrated. But the fact is, he happens to be
wrong with right.
Because he happens to be the son of a common man coming from a common background. So the fact that he's very accessible, despite all this whatever, he's still accessible by quite a lot. So the fact is that makes him more common. And the common man always feel that this is another common man like me. Come on, what the hell? He's not special than me. There's nothing different about him. That is just
Simon, I'm sorry. Simon, look, to let you know that He is not a human being, but a prophet that the Lord have sent to Nigeria. Listen what he said before he was arrested. He said something in him told him to have security around him. He said that last time. He said, normally, I know the talk of security. I don't even want security. I move freely. But something in me just told me, make I get security. After 2 days, they did this to him.
I want you people to even remember something. Do you know how South Africa becomes what it is at the moment? Did anybody remember? Did anybody remember that it took only Mandela and people that believe in him to eradicate apartheid? Mandela.
Yeah.
And it took him 50 years imprisonment. And that 50 years imprisonment now, do you know who actually brought him out at the end of the day? Was the people, not the government. Not that the government decided that we've had enough of you in this prison, so we need to let you go. And I felt that that 50 years was actually unnecessary, if not for the fact that the people didn't realize their power, the power they command. It took them so long. It took them so long to even discover the power that was within them. And that was why Madiba had to spend 50 years in prison.
50 years in prison. You can imagine.
And that is what we are still doing to a lot of people in Nigeria. That is exactly what we're we're still doing. Because the fact is, this man believes my voice doesn't matter. The other person believes my voice doesn't matter. And not just believing his voice doesn't matter. As he believed that, he no go keep him to himself. He will still try convince the other man. Say in voice, no matter. Because no matter. Common man. So at the end of the day now, gradually you have a society that believes that all of them collectively, their voice no matter. Sorry, 27 years. Thank you for that correction.
Thank you for the correction.
Collectively, you have a society that believes that all of them put together, their voice no matter.
If someone
where's
just
the change coming? Is it coming from heaven? Angels? Who?
Someone just got into a problem. People attack someone. Look what they will say. Yeah, please, very dark man, come and help me. Please, very dark man. Instead of please, call me the police, call me the security. Very dark man.
And do you know that had it been the institutions are working, there would be need for very dark man in the first place. Do you know that? Very dark man is actually coming in to fill in the gap that has been created as a result of failure of the government. Failure of the government. Because all things being equal, you are not supposed to, very dark man is not supposed to fight for all these things that he's fighting for. The government is supposed to be the ones fighting for all these things. But here do we have a situation where, despite the fact that this man have the opportunity, if now you want to relocate, leave Naija, he can travel to UK, he can travel to US, he has the resources. He has what it takes to live good. He has all it takes to live flamboyant life, just like any other celebrity.
Any other people.
Or you think detention is a sweet thing? You will not know what it means to be detained, but I'm a witness of detention. And if you are able to be detained for just a week, you will know that detention is not something anybody can ever wish for. But this is a person that says, I don't care. I don't care if I'm detained. And you think that, no, it's because he knows he go come out. Or it's because there's nothing in detention. Now when you go detention, you go just go relax there. Well, I will not tell anybody to try detention, but had it been you know what it means to be detained, you will know some of these sacrifices, in as much as we think that is all about goodness that he enjoys.
Look, I'm not in Nigeria, right? I'm not in Nigeria, basically.
Hold on, G time. Gang, are you there? Pin, have you spoken?
I'm here, sir.
Yes,
Good
you have.
evening.
Pin Barrister, have you spoken?
Yeah. I've spoken. I'm just listening to you guys.
Okay, gang, you can go
Okay, I
ahead.
think is it Muhammad? Muhammad was here before me, but with his permission, I can proceed.
Okay, Moha, are you there?
Is it Moha?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much. A very good evening to you all. Thank you for the opportunity. Honestly, I did not want to say anything, but I think I should say this.
Yeah.
Yes, for every community, for every society, especially this very community, we're here to set an agenda. And what is the agenda we are trying to set? It's the Nigerian agenda. It is even way beyond VDM. It is not about the Arewa agenda. It is not about the Southern agenda. It is about Arewa, it is about Nigerian agenda. Mr. Simon, the truth is, I don't know VDM in person, but just like so many of us on this platform, I've always followed him on his platforms, and just like the other previous lady who spoke said, yes, as humans, we all have our lapses, our weaknesses. Personally, I do not like the way he approaches or the way he talks about some certain things.
Absolutely.
On the media stream. Let me be honest with you.
Absolutely.
I have disagreed with his style sometimes, but most times I appreciate him for his boldness, for his resilience to come out and speak the truth.
Yeah.
The way it is. In fact, this adage is a very common one, but it's true. And the truth is always bitter. You wouldn't blame some of the people on the comment section, and even you yourself said it. Some people believe that their voice are not being heard.
Absolutely.
And you would not blame them, Mr. Simon. The truth is the Nigerian government, from the legislative, the judiciary, the executive, they have made the citizens lost faith.
Yes, sorry, gang, I'm coming. Yes. Let me just chip in one thing. Yes. Making you believe that your voice is not important and it's not heard is also part of the deal.
Exactly,
making
Mr.
you
Simon.
believe that, making you believe and accept that is also part of keeping you down.
Yes, that is what I'm trying to say.
Absolutely.
Because if you ask so many of them, they would make reference to previous protests that had happened in Nigeria. What was the outcome?
Absolutely.
A lot of people who were breadwinners in their families, they were killed or they were murdered. After a very short period, they said they constituted a committee to investigate. What happened? The investigation went, some got little tokens, some did not even get justice at all. I'm using the NSAS movement now in Lagos. So in just a little time, the government forgets about you, the people forget about you. And that is why people are made to understand that their voices do not matter. So my own charge this evening is to tell people, look, do not give up. Do not feel that your voices are not heard. It is a lie. In fact, the other time, there was a lady, a core member, who came out to speak ill about the federal government. The monies they were being paid was not sufficient enough to cater for their needs. And in no time, NYSC responded, federal government responded, and in a very short time, they actually increased their alawi, or should I say salary. So I just want to charge each and every one of us here as Nigerians. It is not easy. It is not easy. And even while you want to, if you want to, nobody is being forced, but it is supposed to be that way. If you want to go out and protest, be careful. Be careful of how you go about it. We should all go about it in a very civil and mature way, so that we do not lose lives. Because if we lose anyone, it won't be nice. So please, our voice matters, our voice counts. So it is just to encourage us. And I just hope, this is my last submission, I just hope that when VDM is released, because I know he will, I just wish and hope that he would change some of his strategy of how he addressed some things. I just, though I know it's his style, but I just wish he would change his strategy to some extent. Thank you very much, Mr. Simon, for the opportunity and out. Thank you.
You're welcome, girl. Thank you.
Sorry, can I say something pertaining to what she said?
Okay, go ahead. Just
Okay.
30 seconds.
Yeah, thank you for the time. Listen, you said there are some certain things William does that it's not good. Very good. There is some certain people, even if say they do bad, you go swallow the spit because you know why? You know why? If you not cry out loud with your voice, even if say you they insult them, they won't understand. You understand? They said kingdom of heaven suffered violent, and the violent ones took take it by force. The reason why Nigeria is still like this because of our forefathers. They have been closing their mouth for many years. They have been respecting a lot of people for many years. Right? Oh, let's respect him. Is the elder. There is some certain people you don't need to respect, and you need to be violent to them before they make move. You understand? So I don't know what VDM has done. Maybe some certain things. There are some certain things VDM do that is not good. I will not take it as good, bad thing. I will take it as good thing because he is a freedom fighter. Anything that comes out of his mouth is fire and freedom.
Yeah, and at the same time, G-Town, we're not even here to talk about this now. We're here to get it back first and now talk about that later. Because you know there should be priority in life. There should be priority in life. You should learn to prioritize things. What is most important and what is less important.
Okay.
So his method is less important now compared to trying to silence the voice of individuals. Right? So whatever it is, whatever his method may be, or whatever he spoke this way, which is not correct, or whatever, it's none of our business for now.
It's none of our business.
We will address that later when we get ourselves, when we finally liberated ourselves from the ills of these individuals. But part of the reasons, these are part of the factors they always use to divide individuals.
We have to
The fact is, human beings, systems will always have a loophole. Okay? So the fact is, when it comes to loophole, when it comes to mistakes, that is what people use to capitalize to talk down on people. Just like when you have an objective, a good candidate now, when they say the so thing you do, whether legitimate or illegitimate, you can use that to conclude a person and say that person is not qualified. So that is what exactly the system does. And people that will come here now to speak against this will give you reasons why not to do this or why he's a bad person. But the fact is, they will not talk about the reasons why you need to do that and why he shouldn't be a bad person. So, and it's common sense for you to tell yourself that whatever an individual said, it's left for you now to go back to that your quiet moment. And that is why I don't usually come to the conclusion when people disagree. You have that quiet moment. Do you know what comes to your mind? Those things you have heard, you are full of doubts, that you are not sure, or that you kickstart. Those are the things that are going to revisit your mind. And when they are revisiting your mind now, they are not going to come on the fact that you need to stand or need to win an argument or whatever, because at that point in time, you are no more arguing with anybody but with yourself. And if you still have a living conscience, your conscience will be able to tell you that, okay, this thing you've done is not right. And this is why it's not right. And it's now all up to you to embrace whether it's right or it's wrong. That is where conscience comes into play. You get it?
Let me tell you something, sir. Do you know that this sometimes VDM abuse people, this and that? Let me tell you where those pain is coming. It's coming from the pain is coming from inner part of the pain that the Nigerian has built in us. You understand? If we are abusive, we talk bad, we insult people, You should understand that whatever you plant, that is what you reap. Nigeria has planted a lot of pain into us.
Absolutely.
That is the reason why we are saying VDM is very violent, because the pain is too much. Too much. We can't keep quiet,
Mr.
and
Simon.
we can't keep us.
Moha, are you there?
Yes, I'm listening
God
with
bless.
very keen interest, and I appreciate you talking about the issue and the Nigerian problems. You see, I've been sending in comments from the comment section, trying to say that this time, when you do same thing over and over and over, and you expect a different result, that's not going to work.
Yeah.
It's not going to work. This is the same thing they did in NSAS, started like it's going to work, because it started in social media and then the information was out everywhere. Before you know, the government is ahead of us. Now, the issue of VDM, anybody has the right to his own opinion. I have been an activist. I think I am a little bit older than many of us in this platform today. I'm sure it's young people because I'm in my early 50s. I have seen a lot of things. Being in the army, retiring to becoming an activist, fighting for the right of people living with HIV and AIDS in Nigeria and across the globe. I have seen how we were able to make sure that people living with HIV and AIDS were given a fair. Some of the things I saw my mouth cannot reveal. I have retired from that, but I think every time I live in the US now, every time I see the Nigerian problem, it makes me sleepless. The reason not far-fetched, because it looks like the youths and the young people in Nigeria, all they do is they make noise, they make noise, they make noise, they rant. At the end of the day, when it's time for action, everybody sleeps back. Let me tell all of us the truth here. You see, our own generation was a little bit better than the generation of our fathers. Because I can still remember we went to school, public school, with some of these idiots, these bandits who are in the hands of authority. We went to school with their children and some of them. Today, they have left the class of the common man, they have joined the elitist class, and they don't want the other common men to achieve what they have achieved. How are we going to do this? Very dark man is somebody people can consider rude. I am more rude than very dark man. Very dark man is using a very, very soft language. Last time, for those of us who remember, for some people who remember that there was somebody who went to Brekete family and he was calling the Senate president a bandit, and the ordinary president stopped him. I was that person. I was that person that came to that studio that day. I started because I heard that the Senate president was using some flimsy language in calling Brekete family, in a very derogatory manner. I was so angry, and I went there, but the ordinary president stopped me. But that day, I was to unleash me. So that's to tell you, very dark man is even civil in the way he presents his matter. I'm telling you, because let us tell ourselves the truth. Is it the very dark man that people are considering is using foul and vulgar language more dangerous than the people who are making people go to their house, go to bed with hunger? Is it very dark man is more dangerous than the people who are making people's children not to go to school? Is it very dark man who is responsible for people's poor men's children who are graduating from universities with first class and honors, and they cannot get job because they don't have somebody in government? Is it very dark man who is stopping people who want to genuinely serve their fatherland, both in the army, in the air force, in the navy, to join, except you know somebody or you go and bribe? Come on now, people. We need to put this at the back of our mind. Nigeria has been taken over by bandits, by armed robbers, by terrorists, by criminals. Except we all come together and devise a strategy to be able to take back this country. Because let us tell ourselves the truth, whether we like it or not. These people, they have made themselves, they have built, and they are building their children. They have ruled us. They want their children to rule us. They want their great-grandchildren to continue to rule us. Lastly, People who are insulting Very Dark Man. How do you compare Very Dark Man with our president in the US today? How do you consider him with Donald Trump?
Okay.
Donald Trump was the person who did what he did, and yet Americans decided that that's who we want. So how do you compare Very Dark Man? For Very Dark Man to come out and insult people and say God punish them, me, I will say God punish them and their family.
I'm telling
Not
you.
punish all of them.
Very Dark Man. Very Dark Man is even like I said, is very subtle. Let me tell all of us, until we get together and these people, we catch them and do them a public elimination style in a public place, them and their children, Nigeria can never move forward. And it is not only Very Dark Man. We should not forget that there is ordinary president there who missing. He was missing in action, but thank God I was able to talk to him the other day. He's had the things we want to see. If people think that social media is not a platform, honestly, the government, they are listening. They know that the people's eyes are opening. And let us learn from what the Gen Zs did in Kenya. Look at how they embarrassed the so-called Baba that they were respecting when he was trying to stop them. They told him, Baba, pack your shit and go back to your house. You are not the one who sent us. We are trying to take our future. We are taking our future back. So it is left for you, the young people. For people like me who has been in the trenches, honestly, I regretted taking my child to join me here in America. But the reason why I brought my child here is because me, I have people in government. I cannot go and beg any idiot to fix my child somewhere. No, my child came here and in the first week, he applied for 10 jobs. 7 of those jobs calling for interview.
What?
When he came, the only thing I told him, I said, son, let me tell you, you keep telling me talk to uncle this, uncle that, so that you go to DSS for this. I say, in America, you don't need anybody. This is internet, this is computer. You have got your green card, go ahead. My son is working. Out of these 7 jobs that called him, he talked to me and he chose 2 of them. He's working. We don't need to know anybody. Why can't Nigeria be like that? For God's sake. So it is left for all of us to sit down and see how we can take this country back. Please, and please, it is a thing that for Nigeria to move, some people have to suffer. Some people have to die. But the question is, who is willing to do that? For me, number one, lastly, I would say I'm number one. If I will give up my life for Nigeria to hold, honestly, I will leave what I'm doing and come back to Nigeria. God bless that country. That country, it would have been one of the best countries in the world because we have everything to make it. But unfortunately, it is a land of plenty that very few people are enjoying. I rest my case. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. So sad. Good evening, everybody.
Yeah, good evening, madam.
Good evening. We're hearing you.
What I notice is that a lot of Nigerians, they hate good people. They hate people that speak up the truth. Somebody like VDM, he has a very good heart. Even when he knows that this person is his enemy, or this person has already spoken bad about him, this guy will go all out for him, like say na him born that person. Like, and unfortunately, people like VDM, they are in the minority, and we that were even supposed to be supporting him, going behind his back and giving him support, you see some clowns, some stupid mannerless move like D1 and Co that'll be insulting him. I don't understand. Your governors, they don't send you. They don't, whether you go to school, you don't go to school, whether you get job, whether you chop, you don't chop, they not send you. Whether you're in the hospital, you're languishing, you not see money to pay, they not send you. This same guy will go out of his way, will use his personal money and be paying for a lot of people's hospital bill that is not their family member. Yet you go around bashing him. I noticed that a lot of Nigerians, only few Nigerians that like good people, that like people that say the truth. The other time, Fela was saying all of these things that is happening today. They say, nah, Mugo, the hemp smoker. You know,
Queen, I'm coming. I want to put this thing straight.
Okay.
Yeah. What is your reason? Everybody listening to me here. What is your reason? No, I'm not asking you the question. Just hold on a bit. What is your reason not to agitate for good governance and accountability? Do you actually have a reason?
Can I answer that question?
No. Hold on. I'm not asking a question. What is your reason? Because let's face it. What is it that you're enjoying? Come on. What is it that you think you're enjoying that is better than a lot of other countries are enjoying? Let me ask you this question. What is it actually that is stopping you? And who do you think, secondly, will bring about this transformation, this change we've been yearning for long? Are you thinking that the politicians will sleep and wake up one day and decide to have a change of heart? They will never, till this world will come to an end. I am telling you, good things are not given freely in this life. Good things are taken. Good things are taken in this life. You must take it. I made one of my videos that I talked about. From the moment they just gave birth to you in this world, you should just come to terms with the fact that you will survive more and become greater when you embrace the fact that you are here to fight for what you deserve and what is good. You are not here to be served on a platter of gold. And nature has proven that over time. You remember even in the campaign of Tinubu, he equally told everybody that power is not given, power is taken. He not take him, he took it. And this is not just about politics. Any good thing that you want, more no even say you will take them. You must work for it. And how do you work for it? Working for it now is part of what VDM and other people are doing. Not just to sit down and think you'll be served. Part of the reasons part of the major problem with our backwardness in this country is the fact that we elect leaders and we just sit down and say, God. Before even that, we will pray and say, God, give us good leaders. And at the end of the day, you go to the ballot box, you cast who you want to vote for. Anyhow, the person becomes the president. The next thing is you say, God has answered your prayer. He has brought a good person. I want you to understand from today henceforth that there can never be an absolute good person that you will ever bring to power. But be him good or not is immaterial. The fact is, if you are up and doing, if you know that goodness is what you want, you are by force to do that which is good, the desires of the majority, not him. Because he will have his different kind of thoughts, he will have a kind of different influence, a lot of different people influence him. But the fact is, if you know that, now we put you there, and they not born you well, anyhow you do, we not just put you there, go to sleep. The fact is, we vote them and go to sleep, and expect them to perform the magic. You don't vote them and go to sleep. You vote them and ensure that that which you voted them for, they must do it. And there's no any other way. There's no other way out apart from the fact that they must do it. And that is what is lacking in Nigeria. It's not politicians that are lacking. It's not laws, good laws that are lacking. It's not enforcement agents that are lacking. It's not institutions, ministries that are lacking. It's only one thing that is lacking. Citizens' participation, common man's participation. And you know why it's very hard to arrive at citizen participation and common man participation? Because the fact is, when you see this is bad, if it's coming from your region, if it's coming from your religion, as a Nigerian, it's no more bad. It's good.
Or tribe.
Yes,
tribe.
or the tribe.
Yeah.
It's good. There's nothing wrong with that. But even when a good thing is coming from person that is not your tribe, your religion, your region, even that good thing becomes a bad thing to you. Good things must come from my tribe, or it must come from my religion, or it must come from my region. And that is why we're here to arrive at, to conclusively at what is bad and what is good. That is the major problem. Like when you talk about very dark man now, a beneficiary in the government will tell you, oh, no, that man is a criminal. Another religious fanatic will tell you that, oh, no, that man forget, he's just promoting waywardness. Another person from the south, from the east, will tell you that no. We no believe in that. We want go our own. So anything we want to do, consign us. The fact is, we will have our own country. So whatever is doing, that is his problem. So you see, by virtue of that, that is the divide and rule agenda. And we can never come to a point of convergence till we look beyond that. I am telling you, we are not going forward. We are not progressing. We will only retrogress. Odumodu, are you there? Brief.
Yes, I am here.
I'll come back
yes,
to you tomorrow. I'll come back to 30 days. Okay, Queen, round up summarily, please.
Okay. So, and I remember from what you are saying, I remember VDM also talked about this matter. If you are to move forward, whether you are Igbo, Hausa, Yoruba, is none of my business. My business is, can you do the job and can you do it well? Nothing concern me. I care less about where you are from or what religion, whether you are Christian, Muslim, Buddhist, or whatever you are. Anything where you like, make you be. My own is just play your part and make Nigeria the position you are giving. Do your part. But everybody, we know get one mouth. And if you look at these politicians, they are very wicked and they lack conscience. When it comes to say, make all of them gather to PhD in it, they are united. Look at when they are doing wedding, and look at when their children are doing wedding. You will not see say this one is Christian, this one is Muslim. You will see Zamfara governor marrying those states governor Pikin. All of them are united, whether by religion, tribe, or not. Look at, okay, this is a typical example. When IBB was doing his book tour, you will see, I was very surprised. All the politicians, where I think they fight themselves. Jesus, I saw them there, I say, so these people are just using us to be playing chess. All of them, they were hugging and shaking each other. So now the Nigerians will be all there, will be mumu, we don't know what they do. Now go and look at it again. When it's election, they will bring out that stupid big brother or one stupid distraction. And they already know that Nigerians are easily distracted. If they shout, look at this video. If they want to distract Nigerians away from this video matter, they know how to do. They will just bring up one program, or they will just invite one celebrity to come and perform. And before you know it, we didn't want to, everybody forgets the matter. Because we are easy to manipulate, we are easy to deceive, we are easy to distract. And then when they see, and there was a point in time where all of us were coming together, then they just brought one stupid narrative. Omo Igbo, they are bad people. Oh, they are this, Omo Yoruba. All of this nonsense is one of the reasons why we are not moving forward. Meanwhile, when it comes to tribalism, nothing concerns tribalism with rich man. Dangote and Otedola, they are friends. They know they are of different tribe and different religion, yet they are friends. It's when they want to do politics, they'll be saying Omo Igbo, Omo Yoruba, and all of that. So that's my take. Let me allow that people to talk.
Odumodo, are you there? Thank you.
Yes, Simon. Very happy. I just popped in and saw you guys live. I'm very happy to see that the Nigerians are united. To be honest, see TikTok program where we have Hausa, Yoruba, Edo, Igbos, and talking for one point. I'm excited. This is a movement. If only Nigerians can come up and put religion aside, put tribalism aside, I believe we will achieve something. And I would love you to use this your platform to try and change people's mindset, to forget about this tribalism, to forget about this religion. These people use these two key things to divide us. And this is why we haven't achieved anything yet in Nigeria. If we can put this in aside, let me just give an example of what is happening in Burkina Faso. The president there is a Muslim, but the world, the whole blacks all over the world are behind him. Nobody cares about his religion, but because he's doing a good job, everybody's behind him.
Sorry, right? Odumodu, you have not been following my post. If you follow my post, I've done justice to virtually all parts. Religious intolerance, tribalism, agitation of all sorts. But the fact is, it was with the aim of arriving at this point of convergence, which we are at the moment. So when you look at all my videos, they are all centered towards all these things that divides us, and the need to do away with them. So go ahead.
Yes, we really need to. That is a key point. That is a key point they use. Sometimes when we do all these things, we should not forget the Westerners. It's a key plan. A plan game. Listen, they use.
Are you there?
They use our politicians to. Yes, I'm here. They use our
and
because of this religion and this religion and
yeah, I think it should be from you.
Can you hear me? Sorry,
okay, I think Simon, let me make this submission before he get a good network.
Okay, go on 30 days.
Simon, with what you have said, Simon, Nigerians, we are our own problem. We are a willing victims. We are willing captives to our own troubles and wahala.
Absolutely.
Simon, there is this video matter. The main people fighting that think, okay, this man is here to outshine us. There is a particular somebody from the north here. There's a particular activist. He says he's an activist. Who this guy is trying by all means, by hook or crook, to make sure he align this guy where he make the far north in our own people here in the north. The first thing he does was to tell the people in the north any basis. Yeah. He concocted stories and tells in what way, how, when, Islam, what. There is no story like that. He concocted that story. All of a sudden, this issue of Sultan of Sokoto, when he said this social media thing, then VDM came out and talked. And all of a sudden, this guy again come out. He was cheering for the Northerners too. Oh, this guy again, he has insulted the Sultan. And you are not doing it. This guy is probably you might know this guy. One Arewa block or something like that.
Yeah.
But he's claiming to be an activist, a human rights activist. And you can see he's the one actively fighting this video, even to the extent of trying to even align this with religious aspects, so that this guy can. How religious is in this?
30 days, just a minute before you continue. Just hold on.
But this is how far this guy has gone. It's the same thing with you see with Traore. This guy, we know this guy is the most, as in, you can imagine if we have somebody like 10, just 1,000 people like Showore, just 1,000. It's not too much to ask in 200 million people. 1,000 people like Showore, you can imagine what this country will be like. But no, we the poor are the one really fighting these people to make sure we bring them down. Not even the government. So it's something definitely we have to change. I don't know if we can change, but then I pray those people that actually, people like VDM and Showore and these people will not look at this side and say, oh, these same people that I'm fighting for are actually here also fighting me. And they will stop that. I pray they won't have that mind or even have that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Hmm.
Yeah, Simon, I think my network is, I'm having issues with the network again.
It's all right.
Maybe you carry on.
Okay, it's all right. Oh, is it
Astro? It's an Astro.
Astro? Are you okay, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you for the chance, brothers.
But just to add up to what 30 days equally said, you know, to me now it was more or less the same thing when I started. Because it's specific, they say I'm an infidel in the north, Abi. I dislike the north, I hate the north. And the Muslims equally well. Some Muslims. But the fact is, any Muslim I bet you that come to tell you that I hate Muslim and I hate the north is a fanatic Muslim. It's a fanatic. That is just it. Because I have a lot of objective ones, good ones, that are my friends. My friends for life. For life. Whether they like it or not. But the fact is, I can never be a friend with a fanatic. I can never be a friend with a fanatic. So that is the same way they think, just like 30 days is saying. When they look at it, look at what they are telling VDM to now. He has insulted Islam, and I have never seen such video, and he can never be that stupid enough to say that he's insulting Islam or whatever. But be that as it may, the fact is, how I wish we can do away with unreasonable people in the society.
Did you finish, brother? Let me know.
If people are agitating for division of Nigeria based on is it East, Odudua, and North? Me, my agitation is if they must divide it, may them divide it based on foolish people and reasonable.
Okay, my brother, did you finish? No.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, my brother, it's a good conversation. I'm glad this platform kind of unite us all over the entire Africa. I'm gonna be serious, guys, because I'm from the country. I don't know if you guys know. It's called Kush. I'm a native Kushan, which is the former Sudan. And I'm not here to brag, guys. I'm not here to brag. Forgive me. We held off. We saved Africa for 1,400 because had Islam took over entire South Sudan and ran over South Sudan, they could have took over Africa. And that's why we need to be serious. This is about existence, guys. If you proud as a black man, if you really proud as a black man, forget about, because look, religions are the one hurting us. If God want to send us a prophet, he will send us a black prophet. Let me just full stop. We have to wait. It doesn't mean we don't believe in God, but we have to wait for our own black prophet from Africa. Any prophet coming with their idea from different continent, we have no anything against them, but keep it for yourself. So it is time for African. If you really proud black man, you have a choice. Either choose your race and abandon all the foreign culture, Christianity, Judaism, Islam. These just came from outside. Or choose one side. If you choose religion, go to Middle East. This is what happened, guys. We might not exist as a black people in Africa in the next 100,000 years. Because now, those religions, they've been used to confuse us between one brother from the same mother. One brother is different religion, other one is different religion, and they're fighting among themselves. And when they fight among themselves, now they become fewer. They call it a tool of divide and conquer. So the first thing Africa need to do, if they are really proud as a black African, and you want to preserve your existence, abandon any religion that come from outside. Because religion, I'll give you example. In 1991, Dr. Garang, I'm not blaming my brother Nigerian here, but this is what happened. Because always, as a black people, we go and side with the foreign, then siding with our own self, with our own brothers. Dr. Garang, there was a peace that was about to be signed in 1991. It's called a Boje peace. Who was heading that peace? It was a brother from Nigeria who was leading that peace. But when people sat to do the peace between in Sudan, Abuja.
Thank you, Nana.
Yeah.
Zach, what's that your name again? Hello? What I'm trying to say is we're trying to be more specific this time around.
Right. I'm giving example. I'm giving example because the reason we've been all the entire world want to take over. Okay, you got Arab want to take over Africa using religion. You got China want to take Africa using bad loan. You got West want to take Africa by keeping Africa down without development. So let's be here really serious. We need to be serious here and be who we are and believe ourselves, because we are 2 billion people, guys. We can't allow other people come from outside and fool us, because they think we don't have a brain. So it is time to abandon tribalism, to abandon religions, to abandon any culture that come from outside, all the religions, Christianity, whatever, Jews, Islam, because these are the tools. Now they become a tools of divide and conquer and weaken the black African. Once you shut down that window, now you know where is the enemy gonna come from. But if we still keep the foreign religions, we're gonna be confused forever among ourselves. So let's do this, guys. Number 2, let's unite and take out all these bad leaders, country after country after country, because it's time for youth to go really. It's not about Nigeria anymore. This is about Africa.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this is about Africa. I'll give you one. I got a bad leader from my tribe in South Sudan right now. So it's time to unite. And let's go and take these bad leaders country after country after country. Because like South Sudan is a new country. It should be a country right now, like Tokyo or like New York. But because the same black leader in South Sudan, he used tribalism to weaken his own country and oppress his own people by using a tribalism line base, So let's unite, guys. This is serious. If we want to preserve our existence as a black people, and you proud, you have a black root, and you're proud about yourself. And let's go country after country and take these bad black leaders out and put a good people, because development is not difficult, guys. It's to give the citizen three land to create a small business and land to farm. This is what we need in Africa. And then after that, we need to pave, to pave the entire continent. That is the trillions of jobs. And put the rules. This is what happened, guys. Let's put the rules. We don't want foreign to come out from outside and come and manage because that is the easy way foreign to come and take over the country.
Yeah, all right. It's okay, Astro.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for your submission. That's a good one on the aspect of Pan-Africanism, right? Yeah, Pan-Africanism is actually a good one, and we're looking towards that direction, that trajectory as well. That should be the end game. But at the moment, we're trying to limit the issues to the largest black African continent, which is Nigeria, undisputed. But despite being the largest black African continent, largest black continent in the world, country in the world,
yeah,
we're not getting it right. And where are we not getting it right? We're not getting it right because when you divide people, no matter their number, they are going to be so few. because everybody is going to be left with his ideologies. And by the time you have people divided across different ideologies, it doesn't matter how many they are. Divide 1 million people across 500 ideologies, they can never be 1 million people. You will only have maybe 2 or 3 people believing and accepting a different ideology. That is what we're here to debunk. Okay? So we're limiting that to VDM at this point, and in regards the proposed agitation and protest, which is scheduled to happen next week, Monday or Tuesday. And my best bet, just like I keep telling everybody, is I believe the point of convergence should be the airports. The airports, not EFCC office. When you go to EFCC office, you are not going to achieve anything there. Anything. You are not even going to meet the EFCC boss, and even when you meet the EFCC boss now, the EFCC boss is not a short caller.
Or transportation.
The EFCC boss is a Pekin. It's a Pekin in the hand of politicians. So, are you going to meet how do I put it? When something big now hold your Pekin and you want to get it back, do you go to the elder brother or you go to the father? You have to do that which drags the attention of the father for the Pekin to release your own son. That is what I'm trying to say. Are you going to EFCC, going to the banks? It's a total waste of time. You get to make these big people know that it get where we converge. It get where we converge. It get where as una they stop us, we feel stop una too. Now there they go now say, okay, these people are equally important and they command same power like a movement recently now. The Take It Back movement regards cyber crime bill. What happened? At the end of the day, because there was no adequate mobilization, now small tear gas, they just use push. Everybody begin run. And after that, and because a lot of people don't even know what the Cybercrime Act was, they could not come out. But at this point in time, we know and we agree that VDM stands for one thing, which is liberation of the poor, not minding his methodology, not minding his wrong. That is the point of convergence. And since this is something that affects everybody, you know, born anybody where they say the EFCC is living up to expectation. They know born and well. If you dare here, come up and tell me how. And there's nobody that can equally tell me that the judiciary have been delivering as expected in no day. And the last time I checked, the EFCC is supposed to be an arm of the government that protects the interests of everybody, most especially the common man. One, the judiciary is supposed to respect and protect the interests of the common man. Should they say that them be the last hope of the common man? But in reality, are they the last hope of the common man? Practically at the moment. Are they the last hope of the common man? They are not. They are not. They are just the last hope of the politician and the big man with a good money bag. That is what they are doing at the moment. And where is this so? Because we're endorsing it. We're endorsing it. Are we endorsing it? We're endorsing it because we agree that our voice doesn't matter. Our voice doesn't matter, number one. And we're endorsing it because we agree that there are more powerful than us. So who is the problem actually? Is it EFCC or we are the problem? Let's ask ourselves that basic fact. The dollar, go ahead. Very brief.
Yeah, thank you, my brother. You are really doing a very good job. God Almighty bless you. Please, that person should mute. I have not come here to say much, and this is what myself have been agitating for. I will just be so brief to bring up a little things that is costing this our division. Our colonial masters has used the religion, the ethnicity, and every other thing to divide us. Not the aims of that division is for us not to be union, because they know if you are united today, we are going to get all our lost, we get them back. But because we don't united together, that is our problem. And that is the reason why we are seeing some people agitating for Biafra, some people are agitating for the Odudua. The Arewa also are doing their own and doing all those things. It is high time we come together as a youth, as one voice, saying same thing, agitating for same thing. And this is the solution for our breakout. And that reminds me, if you could remember when we are talking of protecting at some months ago, which in the house, everybody started cutting their salary because the agitation was that we are not even coming for maybe the Igbo and Yorubas, or the Yorubas and the Hausa. No. We are not coming for that. We are coming for the leaders directly. But they got to remove. They have to go to the house and started cutting their this thing. They are cutting their salary from 1 million to whatever. Are you getting me? All those things. They were panic, but they use another thing to strategize to get our attention away again. And that is why they continue doing what they are doing.
Lady M Fitness, hold on the dollar. Lady M Fitness, these are part of the things we need to disabuse. Nigeria is a different countries brings together. I want it's a group of different countries brought together. This is also a division agenda. Because do you know why? We can't even forge ahead for a greater good with this opinion.
That is what I'm saying.
Because if you look at it now, if you say it's different countries brought together, what about the United States? Do you think the people that are United States are of the same tribe?
That is what we are saying.
Do you think they are of the same tribe? How many tribes are in the United States? Do you know? You can't even count.
United,
so why are they progressing?
United States buy part of Mexico to their land.
Why are they progressing? This is the division agenda. And when you sell this now to other people, they say we are unique people. We are different people or whatever. Okay? Despite our differences, there's a way our differences can be respected in such a way that we can forge ahead and fight for greater good, not undermining the general development of the nation at large. So
Simon, you don't
abuse our mind from all this.
All these ones they are just to divide. They are just trying to distract our conversation. So leave people like this, leave them aside. All these ones are minority. This is what happened in Hutus in Uganda, 1999. Husi and Hutus in 1999, where the fight over how many millions of people killed, all because of tribalism. But ever since after that war, no Hutu, no Husi, no or nothing like that. We are all Nigerian. Since then, the country starts forging forward. it has gotten to the point that we need to bring ourselves to that level. Simon, what I'm trying to let you know is that keep preaching this unity on this platform. The united youth has to come together and become one voice. This is the solution. This is the only thing that will liberate us from this problem. Without this unity, without this united, definitely there will be a lot of problem.
Absolutely.
I'm sharing you this guy, man of truth. You guys should start saying on the same platform. Man of truth is an IT somebody that knows much more about this cybercrime or whatever. You can correspond with him. VDM also people that they are doing the same thing that you are doing. All of you must be united.
Under one umbrella, my brother.
Under one umbrella.
And that is why I'm so relaxed in regards even trying to form a movement or whatever. I just believe whatever movement I'm going to form must be harnessed by every other existing movement that is apolitical.
Definitely.
Till I get that, we're not going anywhere, because at the end of the day, I get to discover that even the government can use different movements to divide people.
Of course, I've said it time without number. Have you forgotten during the
movement? They'll form pressure group, nothing they pay me past this pressure group where they talk with these other pressure groups where they see. They are nothing but political tools. You will never hear about them when all these things are happening now. But let election just near small. That is where you will now begin to see so many pressure groups, so many groups that are saying, I don't want to call names here, but I know a lot of them that are so redundant. They'll never say anything. It's only when it comes to politicking, they'll come and collect their share, get out, and keep quiet.
It is because they are illiterates.
They are not illiterates, my brother. They are well learned but very selfish.
It's high time we fight it.
Yeah, hold on.
High time we fight it. Thank you very much.
Is it V Sky 10 or whatever? Are you there?
Greetings, everybody.
Vitistan, you're welcome.
You're welcome.
Huh?
Okay, go ahead.
First off, I would like to start with greeting everybody in the house here. And then, we all know that already. There is this whole division of a thing that is going on in Nigeria. We understand that Nigeria is a very big country with thousands or millions of people with different perspectives to life, different opinions and all that. We understand that it is very clear and we can see that. And one major thing that we all know that is bad, we can see it clearly. We know this thing is against us, it's eating us up, but we can't unite against that thing, which is the government. We can't unite against that thing for any reason. You see this thing called APC, PDP and all that. I don't know, especially I'm very glad now that the younger people now understand all these things. They can see clearly. But our older generations, most of these people, I think, as much as we can, because they also matter in the population of Nigeria, they also go out to cast their votes. They are the ones that are easily manipulated when it comes to all these elections and all that. As much as closer to you, start educating them that this thing is not all about APC. It's not about broom or umbrella. It's about what they want to bring to us, what their intentions are. Try to let them know, because most of them, they just go there and most of them only know broom and they only know umbrella. They don't know any other thing. They are not aware of what is going on in politics. They have no single idea, and they are the ones that are easily manipulated, controlled, and used. Especially even the poor ones as well. We know what they do to those ones. They just literally just buy a bag of rice and they think. But we need to start educating people, and if few people close to you, they try to let them know that this is not about tribe anymore. This is not about that thing that we all know that is eating us up. We can't just unite. For this protest now, you will see that people will be going out to protest. You see a lot of people will come out. Then you see that a different set of people that can't even explain why they are out. We also come out to come and antagonize. That it does not make any sense. You have no idea why you are out. You just came out to protest because probably someone told you, or you can't explain why. It's something crazy that is eating us up that we actually need to. In fact, see, I don't know how many people are in government. I don't know how many of them that are there. Nigerians are 230 million plus. If only it is possible to get at least 100 million people to hit the road. I don't know the kind of power they have. I don't know the kind of control.
I'm coming. If you can. Don't even go that far. I am telling you, I just 2 million. 2 million. Out of
we have different states. The reason I'm saying that we have different states in each state, at least if 1 million or thousands of people should just hit the road. I don't know the kind of power they have. They can't. That's where you understand the power for the people, not all these things we are doing here. We don't get it yet. We don't understand. But the problem is still that division. Religion is also one of them. They play that card. They try to, let you know, explain to you that this person. They don't see all those things in government. They don't see it. They will make us to, start thinking like that, okay, yeah, you are different from this person, you are different. We have to actually look at, take all these things aside.
My brother, that division that we are seeing is not from this our leaders. Are you getting me? That is the strategy that the what is it called? The people who give us that colonize us. That is the strategy.
Lie. Stop that one. The dollar, no even go there. No even go there.
I where I'm going to.
No.
No, wait.
Division,
do you know what
listen.
Okay, I'm with you.
Now we they create time. You know what? The fact is, there may be whatever method they have brought in, whether religion or whatever, but no be monkeys they carry and come me to.
Yeah, you are right.
Now, person we get head, we supposed to think before he act. Now, they carry something come from.
Yes.
So no be. Seriously, it pisses me off seriously when people talk about the fact that now Westerners, now them they cause our problem, now them be our major problem. The fact is, whatever their ideologies or their influence may be, they will need me and you for it to be actualized. They will require dog to chop dog before it happens.
Yeah.
So if dog no agree chop dog, it no go work.
Of course.
But dog ready to chop dog. So what are you saying?
Yeah. That is where I'm coming from. It's just the approach that I use. We are adding the same point. You are adding to the same solution. Are you getting me? If what happened in Burkina Faso is not that what Traore is doing. It is because he drove all these motherfuckers out of their land and which they take possession. Are you getting me now? Now they are finding it difficult to them that wow, these guys' eyes are open. Now, how do we do it? The only way we can achieve it is to hold the people that is in offices accountability. The people behind sitting behind these mineral resources, controlling every other thing that belongs to we masses. We need to hold them accountability. We need to hold them responsible for this. And this thing will start. We are starting from the lowest level, which is the councillor. As far as you are holding an office, public office.
Let's dwell on this protest in the air. The fact is, in my own opinion, let it start in the airport. I'm even going to make consultations, a lot of consultations. That's why I may even go early from this live. The fact is, let it be airports. Grant these people from moving up and down. Let them address our issues before they move. That is just it. And they will know that he get where the poor man and the rich man supposed to jam. And that is just it. My own is EFCC office. If I get problem with the boss, I know they go meet the pikin.
Of
I go
course.
like go meet the boss. When I deal with the boss, the pikin go hear from the boss. The boss go sharp call the pikin, say, oh boy, cancel that thing or whatever. But by the time you go meet the pikin, they complain. The boss, even when the pikin tell the boss, say, boss, see what thing they happen. No. The boss go still tell him, say, say I don't empower you. There's something you can still do within your reach. So try to do what you can do within your reach. So face the boss. That's why I tell you, I always believe in the root cause of the problem. The root cause of the problem. I'll be the last person coming here discussing superficial issues to you. In medicine, there's what we call predisposing factors. Predisposing factors are not causes. So when you the causes are much more grievous than predisposing factors. We tend to be addressing predisposing factors, not looking at the cause, the root cause of waiting cause and first. Like when they say somebody try grape one girl now, as he try grape him, the girl carry something, took him, the person fight. When they want go judge the matter now, judge wey no get sense, wey dey bias, you know go look at graping wey first happen. He go dey concentrate on person kpai. But a reasonable judge go look and say, wetin make am kpai the person? She kpai the person because the person wan grape am, or the person grape am. You understand? And that is how we should be looking at our issues. But it's quite unfortunate we don't look at it from there. This person believes say it's good to buy people for the sake of waiting he believe. Waiting make him believe that why he come buy person. Why he buy person? He no buy person because he like buy person. And if you want to stop it, you go first look at waiting make him buy person. So when you look at waiting make am buy person now, you are not just doing it for him, but you will now look at it on the basis that anybody will get that concept of why a buy person, it go even still one buy person. So you go one arrest person will get that opinion before you buy person. Am I making sense?
Yep.
That is just it. So go ahead. Very brief. We have JJ here. We have Andy and Sammy is also here.
Hello, everyone.
Okay. So can I go on now?
For your program. Well done for your program. It's well appreciated. You see, what is going on in Nigeria is so surprising in the sense that we never believe a time will come like this, that in Nigeria will turn to this. To start with, let's start with our presidency.
I might not be like saying you follow the order.
Was fighting for independence.
Okay, I know they follow the order.
This man,
I think there was somebody that was supposed to speak before me, before the new guys were joined.
No, I'm talking now.
JJ, hold on.
Hello.
JJ, hold on. Andy, I think Andy was here before you, right?
Yes.
Andy, go ahead.
Good evening, Simon, from my side.
Yeah, good evening.
I most highly commend you for the good work you are doing. Trying to educate some people who, the majority of Nigerians who don't really know their rights, who are always very myopic in their thinking. Let me not try to digress on the subject matter. When it comes to issue of VDM, 95% of Nigerians are hypocrites. Why did I say so? Is because they are shouting, but during election, result is defeat. So I must condemn the mode of operation of the EFCC in arresting VDM. In as much as we have a constitution that established that agency, I think we have to respect their operations. You know, one of the most issues or problem I think we have in that country is we don't really understand the utmost purpose of wisdom and inspiration to achieve a greater result. What am I saying in essence is most of our priorities there are making the wrong choices of our priorities. Yeah, VDM tried to advocate for activism. His activism is based on good governance and trying to make a positive change in the country, which is nice. But in a civilized society, there is a way you handle some issues that will generate the positive result you are trying to achieve. When I say we make wrong choices of priorities, is for instance, yeah, VDM have been he's been arrested for investigation or to answer some questions, which is by law is the right thing to do to uphold the rule of law in a working society. Although I know when it comes to Nigeria, the reverse is the case because people now work with influence. People compromise their principles, their integrities in order to favor individuals, which is not supposed to be so. In a working society, you don't need to know anyone for the rule to take his course. Because the way he was arrested is part of operation. I don't think it works that way in the civil, except he have been invited severally, but he ignored. That is the case. But what I'm saying is, when it comes to protesting, Nigerians have been always thinking the best solution to our problem is protest. No. These individuals have the power, they have the resources. The only little power the masses have, they cannot even utilize it, which is during election. Although, which I know even in that system have been totally compromised. These individuals, the only institution they respect so much is a foreign institution. And when you look at, there was a time the dollar was trying to make instances. These individuals that are the leaders of that country, the only institution they respect and they can listen to is a foreign institution. If you want to protest in those institutions that draws an international attention. Because when you try to draw a domestic attention, those people, they have
Please, can I come? Hold on, I got this. Go ahead.
These leaders, they have gone beyond.
Hello,
domestic.
Please, can I come in from there?
Why you go come in when person they talk now?
Just hold on.
Let them make my submission.
You get one thing when you mention now.
No, allow him finish.
What
do you want to talk? Not the important. Let her finish.
Hold on.
Oh yeah, they hear. We dey hear.
Okay. If there is a need for protest, I think the location should be those institutions these individuals respect so much. When you look at the instance when the chief of defense staff was denied visa, you see how it echoes. You have to go and ask those foreign institutions, why is that those our leaders will not make their country work, but we travel to your country, buy houses, have a medical care, enjoy themselves, and come back to a country where there is no steady power supply.
Yeah, Andy, hold on. Andy, hold on. Before you go further, you are saying two things here now.
Okay.
You talked about the fact that these people doesn't, but you know, finish that one.
Yes, because
and you also talk about the fact that you recognize is international, whatever. So they should go and do protest there. So there seems to be contradiction there. So in detail, just like somebody asked you in the comment section, what is the point? What are you trying to say?
Okay. The point, and what I'm trying to say is, one, if there will be a protest, let it not be based on the arrest of VDM, because the agency is an institution established by our constitution. So they are carrying out their duties.
Wow,
as an
I like
institution.
that. Me and you will have a long conversation, and people would like to have a very wonderful conversation with you. Go ahead, finish your first.
So that EFCC is an establishment made by the constitution, and every citizen of the country has to uphold that rule of law. So you cannot go against an established institution that are carrying out their duties. You can go against their mode of operation, but you have to first of all hear from them what warrants that type of mode of operation. Because when you are trying to go, it's like you are still causing issues in the country. You don't want to give the agencies their right to do their job, to carry out their job diligently. In as much as those systems have been compromised, but it doesn't mean that the purpose of the establishment of those institutions have been also compromised. So that is the point I'm trying to make in that angle.
Okay. Okay. Before I jump in first, is there anybody that has a contrary opinion that wants to say something objectively? Please, not ranting.
Sorry, can I just quickly jump into it?
All right.
There's one thing. There's one thing. This is our brother here. I'm sorry to say this, brother. There's some of them make a lot of sense, but some of them didn't make a lot of senses, because you know why? The one that makes sense is international, but I agree with that, because our leaders are shameless people. They don't want to care about others, but they don't understand that when you put your home right, then everybody will respect you. If you don't respect your home, nobody will respect you. That's number one. Number two, the way EFCC is true, they're supposed to be an organization body. We're supposed to follow the constitution, But one thing you forget to realize here is that the way EFCC is being appointed, the chairman of EFCC is being appointed in a corrupt way, in a dubious manner, whereby the presidency choose whoever he can use, whoever is a tool to the politicians they can use. EFCC is not be following the right, they don't follow the constitution, appointing them. EFCC is supposed to be independent, When Nigeria president commit crime, fraud, EFCC is supposed to knock in the presidential valley, arrest the president, and call him for questioning. What happened in South Korea? But in Nigeria is totally different. So, my friend, when you are making a point here, let your point be very clear.
Okay, hold on.
So, what?
Hold on.
Yesterday.
Andy, JJ, hold on. I'm expecting something stronger than that. Is there anybody with a stronger?
Yes, please. What I wanted to say is that this brother mentioned, he said something like, EFCC is an organization established by the Constitution. Meanwhile, this kind of organization
I send a request now. Let me bring you up.
is expected to obey the Constitution and the rule of law. Now, the way they arrested VDM unlawfully yesterday is uncalled for, and I am so surprised that we, the youth, are now waiting for a day to protest against it. If they can arrest VDC, it's so obvious. They don't need to tell anybody that the way they arrest VDM yesterday is unlawful. Now, if they can arrest VDM like that, definitely another person will fall a victim of it. And see, there's one thing I want us to know. This VDM case will determine the next phase of we, the ordinary citizen. If they succeed in silencing VDM, nobody will ever speak up for common Nigeria again. But if they fail, it will be the beginning of freedom for all Nigerians. Now, what am I saying? They arrested VDM on Friday. They kidnapped him. Let's just say it that way. On Friday. And now, we always said the government don't have time, like they don't have time to go, like, how will I put it? Let me just put it this way. Governments can go against criminality anytime, any day. There's no day like Saturday or Sunday if they want to go after corruption. But we now, to go against injustice, we are now saying Timondi.
No, this point them never hit me. I want somebody to hit and this assertion with a very good distance. I never see that one yet. Hold on. Is there any other person?
Yeah, can I say something?
Okay, Sammy, go ahead.
All right, thank you, host. Andy, I appreciate the way you started.
Good.
But somewhere along the line, you were mixing up things. Now, if we are saying the EFCC is a constitutional body, every constitutional body, there is a code of conduct that guides every of your activity and your steps.
Very good.
There is a code that guides your approach towards every issue.
Very good.
Now, has the EFCC followed the right process?
Very
now,
good.
How long should Nigerians continue to keep quiet? You see, there is one problem we have. We have this, thank God, say no be me mentality. When it's happening to one, if we don't speak up, when is the best time to talk? So the idea of we should let them do what they want to do, let them carry out their process, we are prolonging the freedom of the citizens of Nigeria, sorry to say. Now, a very simple fact is this. If the EFCC can apprehend VDM like that, what happened to Yaya Bello? Now, let's not just try in one way or the other to make these people feel they can overpower the citizens. The only strength they have is the silence of the Nigerian people. Look at, for instance, the way Akpabio has turned the country into his personal project.
Look at, for instance,
decide what happens, decide who can comment and who cannot say anything. The truth is, until Nigerians wake up, we don't have to really give these people all this time to do it the way they like. The leadership of tomorrow that you were promised was the same they promised our parents. The tomorrow will never come. So, my brother, I disagree with those statements like, let them finish their investigation. What are they investigating? If you're investigating someone for a crime, we should know that, okay, this person is being arrested for such a crime as this. He was arrested on Friday, don't forget. Banks don't work on Saturdays. So since Friday till now, the FCC has not been able to release an official statement that this is why we are arresting this guy.
I love that.
We are trying to
I love
interrogate
that.
him
Point
to
number
see
one. This is
if
point
he is,
number one for me now. Go ahead.
if there is an investigation. From Friday till now, there has not been an official statement. They are just looking for every means possible to cook up a story. At the end, we will all accept it and say, VDM himself, the boy to the talk. So if you are arresting someone, there are procedures and rules you go with. So unless the EFCC are able to tell us, first, this is the reason why we arrested him. Even if the reason was foretold before the arrest, the mode at which he was arrested is another area to look into. So you don't just go about, pick somebody, blindfold the person, take to an unknown destination, and you are saying you are operating under the confines of the law.
Okay.
You see, the lawmakers are the lawbreakers.
It's okay.
Sammy J, let me respond. Let me
Apostle,
Yes, it's a pleasure catching up with you on live, watching your videos. Oh wow, you speak very intelligently.
thank you.
I really, really love that. I think it's a great honor to catch you up here.
Thank
You
you.
know. Anyways, I don't live in Nigeria, but every video you post, I always watch, and you seem to connect a lot. You are highly political inclined.
Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate that. So they can go on, then I will make my own contribution or submission afterwards.
Okay. Andy, let's go this way now. Andy, are you with me? Open your mic.
Yeah, I'm with you. Let's go. I'm with you.
I'm going to ask you questions and you or maybe you will do justice to it. Has the EFCC, in your own opinion, been fair with all its dealings with Nigerians so far?
When you ask me that question, in as much as I know, okay, let me start with the way of the operation of arresting VDM.
No, not the way of operation. Statistically based, generally speaking, has the EFCC been fair with its dealings with Nigerians?
And I would like you to be very specific. Which regime are you talking about? Is this since the creation of the EFCC or the present EFCC leadership we are talking about?
Okay,
so that
let's
I can
talk
give
about present now. I'm not talking about the past. Let's talk about the present. I don't like talking about the past. Have they been fair with their dealings in regards arrest of illegality, prosecutions, and the rest of it? Have they been fair with that?
In as much as there is a positive publications they have made,
No. Andy, you will choose now before you make your submissions. Is that a yes or no? Just like Tino said. Is that a yes or no? Yes, they have been fair. No, they have not been fair. This is what I mean by that.
No. You know, when it comes to administrative handling, you don't expect 100% results. There must be lapses. But when the results supersede,
Andy, you're trying to be. How do I put it? You're trying to be. I don't want to use the word political because when you talk of political shouldn't be a bad word. It's only when it comes to Nigeria that when you say you are trying to be political, okay, you are right. Has the EFCC been fair with their dealings in regards apprehension and ensuring justice, prosecuting who needs to be prosecuted so far in Nigeria?
Simon, you know, this is very logical because not everybody in EFCC is bad. You know, when I'm trying
No,
to,
I'm talking about EFCC as an institution.
and that is what I'm trying to think. As an institution, in as much as there is a
Simon K.
positive
Simon K.
result.
Sorry.
Simon, please, can you be
Well, I can make a contribution to it because it's finding it very difficult.
Hold on, Apostle, we'll get to you. Okay, Andy, I'm asking you a question.
Yeah, you know why I cannot be very much specific in responding to that question is because there is a record of positive results from that institution. I cannot come up now
Generally,
and condemn.
statistically speaking, from the virtue of the good they have done and the bad they have done, put it on that perspective.
Okay, in upholding their duties, the constitutional duties, they are trying their best.
No, you have not answered my question. You have not answered my question.
Oh God, be sincere for once, please.
No. See, you know, the question you ask me is a bit contradictory because now we are talking about.
Okay,
No.
okay, don't just hold on. Everybody, hold on.
I don't understand.
Hold on now. Let me go to
Andy,
the
can you hear
next
me?
one. Andy, in
Go ahead.
regards apprehending very dark man,
Good.
do you feel that so far, generally, do you feel that so far, generally, their handling of the matter has not been anything short of that which is expected of them? That is to say that have they been fair, just in regards to whatever it is, the reason they must have arrested him on?
No, because I condemn that mode of operation. At the beginning of my statement, I condemn the mode of operation.
Okay.
Stating categorically.
Okay, hold on now.
Okay,
if you
go ahead.
condemn the mode of operation, now, for people to demand the of him from them,
Yes, it's out of place for people to demand the release of him from the custody of the EACC because we, as ordinary citizens, we don't know what transpired. That was why I was telling you we have to wait for the institution to make an official statement.
okay, the people are even feeding me with what needs to be asked. Abi, so are you aware of the Ayabelo's case?
Yes, I'm much aware of Yaya Bello's case.
Okay. So do you think Yaya Bello is supposed to be at home chilling now?
In as much as it has to do with the law, so there are agencies, there are institutions that have the right to make decisions when it comes to such matters.
Okay.
Because if I'm here, because I don't have the evidence, I don't know what.
Okay, let's not go far.
Okay.
Do you think that they have expanded so much time in regards bringing him to face the law at the moment?
Yes, because you know, whenever it comes to issue like it has to do with evidence.
Okay, hold on. Are you aware of the Okoya children's case in regards Naira mutilation?
Yes, I'm aware of that.
Do you know that EFCC is supposed to be the prosecuting counsel?
Exactly.
Okay. Have they been prosecuted?
In as much as I know, no.
Okay. So do you think it's fair that they have not been prosecuted?
As I said, wait, let me just be very honest with you, because when it comes to the rule of law, there is a way it's being handled, like it's different from the way ordinary people look at it.
Okay.
You don't go into a case which you have not really internal and external investigation.
They investigated that of VDM. Wait, can you please drop this guy? He's making this place look so boring and toxic for us.
Hold on now, hold on. These are the reasons.
Mamma mia.
These are part.
What planet are you from?
these are
You
part
know,
of
you know the problem. You know the
these
problem
are
of
part
that
of the,
country.
no, hold on, Andy.
Go ahead.
Hold on, Andy. These are part of the reasons why we're here, right?
Yeah.
So, were you aware of Bobrisky's case?
Yes, I'm aware of Bobrisky's case.
Okay, why was Bobrisky sent to jail?
Okay, let me try address something.
No. Why
Because
was
I noticed. See, wait, I'm coming.
No. Hold on now. I want you.
Wait,
You have to
yes,
be
I will
answering
come
me.
up.
If we must move ahead, you have to be answering me. If you
Okay, go
can't
ahead.
answer me, we can't move ahead. Why was he sent to jail?
Why he was sent to
jail for 6 months?
It's because of the currency mutilation.
Okay.
That I think.
Was it the same thing that Okoya children did?
In as much as I don't have the evidence, listen.
Is either yes or no?
Wait, see, let me just. I'm just. Wait.
No. I'm just. Is it the same thing that Okoya children did?
I don't think so.
No. It's either yes or no.
That's what I said. No.
Okay. Why was it? Why is it no?
Okay. In as much as Okoye's children have not brought to book to face the law, I cannot come here categorically to subject them into being guilty. It's only the law, the court of law, that can presume that. When it comes to
Hold on now. What is it that is required to prove that somebody is guilty of an offense? What is Naira mutilation offense?
It depends on how you define it.
No. What is generally the concept? Listen, what is generally the concept of Naira mutilation offense?
Okay, let me respond to your question this way. E-Money was invited.
Hold on, we are getting there.
No. I want to.
Hold on, we are concentrating on Okoya.
Yes. I want to make an instances, and I want to make some instances.
Okay.
E-Money was invited by EFCC, right? Not because E-Money was spraying what? Naira. The question was that E-Money do what? Match the currency, Naira currency.
Understand something, Oga? He was not responsible for spreading Naira because he was not spraying Naira. He was spraying pounds.
I just tired for this.
Listen, no. I like these people that think they are smart. I always want to have a conversation.
This is not a matter of smart. This is a matter of opinion.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Hold on. He was not apprehended because he was not spreading Naira, but by virtue of the fact that he stepped on Naira. That is where you are going at, right?
That was what I heard because I was not there.
Listen, that is even what the court said. But Okoya's children, were they spreading Naira or not?
You see, that is
yes or no?
We tell you in as much.
Yes or no?
Wait, let me just tell you. Let me just be. I cannot. That is what I'm trying to tell you. When it comes to the rule of law, you work with
no
evidence.
Rule of law. Did you see the video of
the rule of law in Nigeria? Where is the rule of law?
No. I'm coming. Did you see their video spraying Naira?
Wait. Let's try and.
Not let's try and.
Let's remove sentiment.
Did you see their video spraying Naira?
Wait.
I'm asking you a basic question. Now answer me.
Wait, now let me respond to you.
You are not responding. It's either yes or no.
Wait, let me respond to you. Let's remove sentiment in this.
Am I being sentimental?
I don't know. Listen.
Why is it that when
wait now? Let me talk.
People bring sentiment. Am I being sentimental?
Wait now. Let me respond to you. It's not by making noise with this. We are not. Let me just tell you.
What are you saying? Please, just.
Can I allow me to?
Hold on.
Allow me to respond. You are asking me a question on what transpired on social media. Social media is not a basis of making a judgment.
God.
Wait, I'm coming. You might say this.
Okay,
That is what they call
wait
AI.
now. You don't get how you go come up for this one.
Wait, I'm coming.
Oh,
Wait,
hold on. Let me ask you this question. Did Okoya's children apologize?
You see,
no.
You are seeing it.
Apologize.
You don't understand the
No,
angle.
answer me yes or no. Did they apologize?
I don't know if they apologize or if they don't apologize.
All this stomach, let me just structure people.
If you want to be sincere, if you don't want to be
it's not working to be here.
Can we discuss in a civilized manner?
We can't have a conversation with you. You're not being sincere.
No. What do you mean by I'm not being sincere?
You're not being sincere. You're just lying to yourself.
That's one of the problems. We have to discuss sincerely.
You're lying to yourself.
You told me, you said I was not there when they
Please
apologized.
drop this guy. Let's move on with our conversation.
I'm not there when they
Everybody, we
apologized.
are all enjoying this life before you brought him up. Drop him and let other people
in the viewer section and comment section. Should I drop him? Yes. No, I should.
You know one
drop
thing.
him.
Let
me see the statistics. Then I
You know one thing. You know one thing
drop
about
him. Yes. Don't drop him. No.
He's just being very sentimental. He's just being very sentimental on some issues. There are people that are responsible to carry on these duties.
My brother, say drop him. So you go to the comment section because that is my own opinion too as well. I just believe you are not being realistic. You are not being true to yourself.
Yes, Simon K.
Despite somebody around. These are the kind of people.
Simon K.
These are the kind of people now that they used to divide people. I'm telling you. Because even when you are seeing objectively, I'm telling you, you want to convince. And the fact that if you are not smart, if you are not even intelligent and enlightened, if you are not even current, they will defeat you with this old narrative, with these stupid narratives. That is why what I'm advocating here is you need to be current. Apart from being smart, you need to be current and objective. Any news where you see for Nigeria, you don't get anyone where no concern you. I swear to you. All concern you. All. What I do every day, as far as I'm concerned, for a very long time is all the national dailies, I snap them on my phone and keep them. It concerns me. And I read a lot about them. Because I know that one day it will reach where I will make reference to all these things. And by the time you make reference to all these things, this kind of people cannot come out with this kind of market opinion. Market and bias opinion to convince you the contrary. When you are seeing wrong in it, glaring wrong, another person is coming to tell you, to prove to you why it's not wrong. And if you are not well informed, now you want to go with this same narrative, these magas are pushing.
Human being.
So always be objective. You don't get news where no concern you. Anyone will happen, concern you. Read them. When you read them, you go know, okay, this thing happens so time. How they treat them. When you come to speak, you will speak with authority. Not market talks. No market talks. You have to respect authority. They are doing good or whatever. You should have your own yardstick of measurement. What is the yardstick of measuring the performance of all these institutions? It shouldn't be born out of market talks. Market talks where everybody they talk pam. Have your facts, have your statistics. And when you speak like an authority. Not somebody that will come up and be saying gosh, saying rubbish. And that will help you to know who is being truthful and who is being fake, who is a liar. And when you have those sound knowledge and information, I bet you nobody, you go hardly get anybody who will go deceive you. Because you always be sound. Sound. When you're sound, you don't need the endorsement of people. These are people that will give you 1,000 reasons not to even go out and protest. they may be agent or whatever. Why I find it very hard to even draw people is because I believe that if I'm being truthful and sincere, you know, get how you go present facts where your facts go defeat my own. You know, get. And when I argue with you, I don't argue from the point of sentiment. I don't get religious sentiment. I don't get tribal sentiments. I just have one thing as my yardstick, which is truth, rule of law. Well, go ahead, Apostle. Apostle, are you there?
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. I was trying to tell you not to get angry over this because he has right to his opinion, but sometimes it can become offensive. You understand?
No.
When you see,
Apostle, I'm coming. I respect his opinion.
Yes.
But standing against is wrong. It's not an opinion.
Yeah.
Abi?
Yes. Yes, that's true.
Okay, because I was not arguing with him based on opinion. I was presenting facts for him to come.
Yes.
And we could not.
Yes.
So we were not arguing opinion.
Yes, I understand, because to him, he's trying to bring to moot out his own point by corroborating to corroborate his point, which is glaring error, which is a glaring error, because
that guy is worse than Nigerian government.
you
don't
see,
have anything.
Look, if you see someone now, okay, let me give you an instance. A man went to rob a bank. Okay, after robbing the bank, and he called the police, and he was there waiting. And when the police arrived, they arrested him and asked him, why did you not run? He told them that it is better for him to live in prison than for him to live in the house with a wife, because the wife is Jezebel. And they said, okay. And now they sentence him and commute him to house arrest for 6 months. So is it not stupidity? You see, if you don't want to live with your wife, you just go ahead and divorce. So to the man's knowledge, way of his own point is that he was doing something right in order for him to stay in prison. But it is so stupid to everybody that, no, what I'm trying to bring, the point I'm trying to bring up is that to him, he is proving a point. But it is stupid to every person that there's no point there.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
Can I tell you something? We are all in Nigeria. We are suffering the same thing.
Exactly.
Do you understand me? You don't have. He don't have any right to come here. When they ask him a simple question, he will give a simple answer, and he's deviating, and he's trying to jump around. That is not how things are done. A simple question that need a simple answer, and he's just jumping around. Come on, he's worse. That guy is worse than Nigerian government. I swear to God. Seriously, Apostle, let me mark it to you. You're not in Nigeria. You're outside there. You're outside. You're in the diaspora. The country you are, they have rules of law. They have the way they process things according to law. But it's not like that in Nigeria. The country is messed up. Seriously, there is no respect in law in Nigeria. There is not. They come here to ask you about the EFCC if they and you listen to me. Let me tell you, EFCC have brought not good. They have done nothing good to Nigeria. These people are really fake.
How many corruption charges do we have lingering? Should we start counting?
These people have done nothing good to Nigeria. Seriously.
That guy get brain problem.
I swear to God. Seriously.
You see the former EFCC chairman, he was recovering loot, and he was looting the things he recovered. See, tomorrow nobody's speaking about it.
Exactly,
and
my brother.
We still come and say the man did a very good job.
Exactly. Where is he today? What has happened? What has happened to him? Nothing. Are we talking about Beta Edu? Are we talking about Sadia Umar? humanitarian affairs. What has happened to them? And somebody is now coming to say that what is it that very dark man? We're talking about people that have embezzled billions.
Okay,
Billions, and they're still working for you. And you're not talking about what is it that that man has done that you're not telling me that I need to respect institutions? These institutions were created. What? God.
Learn English.
Mr. Simon, can you hear me?
Yeah,
Simon K.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to say good evening to everyone else. This guy called Andy. Honestly, from my own point of view, he doesn't know what he's talking about. A lot of people think by educated or know
I'm
things
telling you,
more
my
than the
brother.
other people.
Absolutely.
But that's not the truth.
At all.
If you think you know what you're talking about, they ask you a simple question. If you don't know, you just say, I don't know anything about this. Instead, you keep deviating from the issue. Instead, you say, based on what you understand. No, things are not done that way. We all know what we are facing in this country. We know the injustice that has been happening in this country. Understand? Okay, just the likes of let's even start from Dasuki.
Okay.
Down to Yaya Bello of present. These are prominent government men that have embezzled our money, which this very EFCC was set up because of these same people.
Exactly.
This very organization we're talking about, this EFCC, has been set up just because of the corruption that is going on in the government, not for the masses. But pinpoint a government official that has been held responsible for probably corruption and was being snapped with their what's it called with their banner showing the crime he committed. I've never seen that. Yeah, I've never seen any of our corrupt politician in a mugshot. I've never seen anyone since the existence of EFCC in this country, the so-called EFCC. But what they do, they parade themselves around instead, harassing boys on the street, going houses, like different to people's houses, causing harm to them, which is not supposed. But our government is not seeing that. They are not saying anything about it.
Well,
Now,
I don't need to block him. He just need to listen and learn. Because why he's in the comment section is he knows that something is wrong with his own opinion and his own notion. And that is why he's still there.
He doesn't
So
need to
he
be blocked.
just needs to listen and learn. But the fact is, there are two
But
different.
you can't teach this kind of person.
Yeah, there are two differences between learning and accepting the fact that if you are lying to yourself, there's nothing that can be said here that will make you to listen.
Nobody can help him. Yeah,
Nothing.
It's one of the
don't block him. Let him stay here and see how
I'll be the last person to do that.
So in a nutshell, I think whatever protest it is that we are talking about right now, my own suggestion is whoever we think, Mr. Simon, you have your own platform already. I'm sure you know a lot of people who also have this kind of platform. If you guys can actually come together, talk under one umbrella, have a particular agreement, like make an agreement on where.
That is what I'm thinking. I think I need to go now, so that I need to make a lot of calls and I need to make a lot of conversations.
Hi, please, can I ask a question,
Easier to say majority of you are not civilized.
Hello, please.
Where have you been to?
Hello, please. I'm still talking. I'm not done, please. I'm sorry. So please, we've often talked about this time
times with that number saying we want to go out for protest, at the end of the day, it becomes a failed protest. That is the reason why.
So please, I'm coming before I say I would have said this earlier, but I feel that the protest should not be Monday. First of all, it should be Tuesday, because Monday is enough time for you to know where the EFCC is heading to, and if by virtue of the excuse that it's weekend, that's why they can't come out and make official statement. By Monday, they should have been able to do that. And if there's anything they have against him, they should have been able to do that as well by Monday. So I'm advocating that the protest, if that doesn't go through, it should be on Tuesday. And apart from that, secondly, what I'm trying to say is it should be in the airport. You don't have any business with EFCC office. By the time you grant these magas from flying up and down, using poor people's money to fly up and down, they will now know the implication. And that is just the beginning. And the fact is, thirdly, it shouldn't be an event.
Sure.
An event in the sense that they just believe it's a one-day thing. When you come today, tomorrow you go open the road, they go begin the waka, you know, they no go see you again. It should be with the hope that the judiciary must be reformed up and doing, and secondly, bring all these alleged people that have been alleged, and a lot of people they are yet to indict. So they don't bite more than they can chew. That and the hard way. It's not about VDM now. They don't go open canker worm.
Exactly.
That canker worm. VDM naturally they go release them as condition number 1. Condition number 2 now. Okoya children, Dasuki, in short, keep mentioning the name. The two former minister of humanitarian affairs must be brought to book. Must be brought to book. The list plenty.
So
they must bring them all to book.
Mr. Simon, I know there are a lot of people who like to talk about this, but to be honest with you, it only ends here with them. There are a lot of people that will talk about this, and the truth is, there will be nowhere to be found.
Yeah,
and that has been one thing that has been one major problem we have among us. To be honest. That is the real reason. Even among us, in our society, in our place of work, we always tell ourselves that Nigeria cannot come together and win a particular fight.
Exactly.
Because we don't always stand together.
Exactly.
You understand? Which is something we ought to actually fight for. We need to stand. If not, there's nobody that is coming to save us. Nobody is coming to save us.
Exactly.
We are to save us. Honestly, the thing is getting out of hand.
Just like they say, nobody won't fight, but they won't go. That is just the fact. Everybody keeps waiting for that one man that will come and change everything. But it's all up to us, for God's sake.
No, it's not possible. It can never be possible.
You see how senseless this guy is. He said accusation is not a basis for justice. When someone is not accused, can you proceed? You see, this guy just they speak rubbish when he don't even know what they talk.
Forget that guy.
Accusation is not a basis
Forget
for
that
justice.
guy. He who comes to equity must come with clean hands.
You see, among all the
equity must
presidential
come with clean
aspirants in the
hands.
last election,
Yaya Bello should not be allowed wandering freely. Which other people should not be? Okoya is now a new creation. All things have passed away. Now become a new creation. According to Adam Soshomole, when you leave other parties and you join APC, you are now a new creature. We are talking about embezzlement in billions here.
Foolish people everywhere.
Oh, what is
One
it
thing
that
I admire about Traore, he was bold enough to say that if he is being elected as the president, the first thing he's going to address is the constitution of Nigeria.
Yeah,
that constitution is too porous to make that country.
Let me just say one thing I'm heading at here. I'm looking at a situation because there seems to be like there's a kind of difference between the Rate movement and the Take It Back movement. It shouldn't be.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be.
Mm-hmm.
The fact is, all these movements must come under one umbrella. I have my movement too. I'm going to make it very known very soon. But it's going to be under one umbrella with one central leadership. That is where you don't have divide and rule. I don't want to become the
Thank you.
I don't want to become the chairman. But the fact is, we are fighting for one thing. One thing. And that should be the case. Not all this, I get my own, I get. So that is the meeting I'm hoping to have after this. And that is why I really need to go like now. So parting words, please, so that I can be able to make some consultations and some conversations.
Yeah, you see, like the former police whatever that invests the police pension funds. Why they tried him? You imagine a law that permits you, for instance, you steal 100 billion. Then the fine you are going to pay for it is about 75,000 naira. How do you call that a law? Okay. Does that law not encourage people to steal the more? Like this part of the world, you don't try that. You don't try it. So the whole thing is so confusing, and having people like Andy, who is supposed to be a young person, still thinking with an analog mind.
Andy is still gullible. Don't mind him, he's still gullible.
And that is why you see when they
I
tell
think
you
it's a
that,
psychiatric patient.
that is why when you look at a fanatic now, when they say the problem with fanatic is because he's not educated. No be so. I'm telling you.
Fanaticism has nothing to do with education.
Educate a fanatic to the
Never.
highest level, he will still remain a fanatic and a disaster to the society.
Sure.
When I was making all these videos
Exactly.
in the North or whatever at that point in time, they say it's because they are not educated. I say you are joking.
In fact, the more you educate a fantasist, the more dangerous it becomes.
Oh, my brother. Okay.
Because when you give information to a fool, it is more dangerous than a gunman standing in front of you.
Exactly.
If we're even talking about this insecurity of a thing or whatever, you see most of these people committing these crimes in our different villages. A very large percentage of them are not even Nigerians.
Yeah, boom, have
They
you
come from
spoken?
neighboring countries,
Yeah.
and our people now they run come up from house because of
Yeah,
people we
Sammy, hold on. Boom, have you spoken? Boom, man.
Hi, everybody. I don't really have much to say.
Okay.
Because I don't want to break down and start crying.
It's all right.
Yeah, but I just want to thank you for this opportunity, and what you're doing is great. All right. I just want you to tell me that very that man is okay.
Yeah, he's quite good actually. Good in the sense that they know if he kill him, right?
Okay.
Yeah. And a man is
because I
always
couldn't
equal.
sleep last night.
It's all right. A man is always equal to the tax, my dear. You don't need to cry. The fact is, changes always comes with a lot of sacrifice, right?
Yeah.
So he's ready to do that. He has embraced that. So the best you can do for him is to support him in any way possible. Okay? Please don't get me too emotional because I'm getting that. So please, it's
I'm
okay.
sorry.
Hold
I'm
on,
sorry.
okay?
I'm really sorry.
It's going to be
I'm
good.
really sorry.
And at the same time, this is going to give birth to his
To a new
yearnings.
Nigeria, yeah. To a
His
new
yearnings.
Nigeria.
We must live. If they like, make them buy us all. We are ready to. No, let me not say we are ready to buy all. I am ready. If you are not, but the fact is,
I am ready, but I'm not in Nigeria. But my
all
mom
he is
in
talking about
Nigeria.
is a new Nigeria. New
Yes.
Nigeria that anybody is clamoring for. Okay? So he's good. He knows that he embarked on a very difficult journey, just like every other person. A lot of us here have equally done that. But the fact is, with everybody's strength,
Yes, one
you
voice.
are his strength. You are our strength. No any other person. No any other person. And that is why when it comes to this new era, nobody is superior. I bet you, I swear to you.
Oh, thank you so
Nobody
much.
is superior. Okay?
Yeah.
So the fact
Yeah.
is, one for all for one.
All for one, yes.
That is just it. So,
yes.
My dear,
Oh, thank you so
they
much.
are beating more than they can chew.
Yeah, it will fall back against them. Yes.
Yeah. So
yeah, they've made a mistake.
No. Yeah. What? It's not a mistake, my dear. They have shown who they are and what the extent to which they can go, and we will prove them wrong. Okay?
Yeah, if they can do this to very dark man, they can do it to anybody. Nobody is safe.
Yeah.
Nobody is safe.
Yeah. And the last time I checked, nobody is more equal than the others.
Yes.
Nobody.
Yes, everybody is important.
The president is not more equal than me. The Senate president, the vice president, the governors are not more equal than me. The first thing is we are all Nigerians.
Yes, we are.
So nobody, no monkey can come and tell me that he's more equal than me. The last time I checked, it's my own money, taxpayers' money.
Yeah, we shouldn't back down. Yeah.
To make himself rich.
Yeah.
Not hustle. Taxpayers'
and the
money.
young ones need to be educated as well. Yes, so that
We're
they know
hoping to
what
do
they're
that.
Yes.
But we can't wait for
thank you.
whoever is not ready. Whoever is ready, let's go.
Yes, let's move.
Go,
yes.
people. In short, this will be my parting words, people. Let's jump
Thank you so
into
much.
action
Thank
stage
you so much.
behind the scene, okay? Hope to see everybody some other time. Let me not get to
All right, guys, this is the end of the stream. I'll see you on my next one.